Look, I'm just going to be 100% clear, calm, and honest. I'm not happy with my last video. I came off explosive because I was angry that people were violating the privacy of my fiance's family, okay, and of my fiance. And I exploded a little bit, and that wasn't appropriate. But what I want you to understand, look, I understand that there is zero chance of us being friends ever again. I don't care. But what I do want you to understand is, yeah, I tried to rekindle a friendship with you over the years. And even a couple years ago, you had to shoot down a troll that was saying you were pregnant, or not even pregnant, that you had had a baby, and that you were happily married or happily living with a boyfriend, and you had to tell me, you promised me that you didn't know who that person was, and that you hadn't had a child, and that you were still single, okay? Now, I stupidly took that as that you still may have wanted to be with me, okay? That wasn't the case. I understand that now. I made a mistake. But I want you to understand the difference between what I did and what these people are doing. Number one, a lot of what I did was fueled, and I think you know this, by trolls, like the gentleman that agitated me, saying that I needed to leave you alone because you had a boyfriend and he knocked you up, and you had a child and you were living in a, you had a daughter and you were living with your boyfriend and you were living happily ever after, and I just needed to leave you alone, and then you had to come in and say no, that you didn't have a kid and that you were still single, okay? You chose to do that because I don't know why you chose to do that. I still don't know why. Okay, but what I do know is that you did interrupt him, and I have evidence of that. Okay? And it's a lot of my misbehavior over the years was fueled by these trolls that I have evidence. I have photographic evidence of these people going after me in my emails, going after me primarily in the comments section of my YouTube videos, in Messenger on Facebook, in Instagram, in the direct messenger of Instagram, on Instagram comments. I mean, I've been harassed for years, and a lot of this over you, okay? And they were agitating me to get me to lash out, and that was when I would make these really crazy videos that you said would upset you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm over you. You wanted me to be over you, I'm over you. We're done, okay? I don't need to be involved in your life anymore, and I never did. I would have let you alone originally if I thought, my problem was I did not know that you were safe. And you can deny that, well, really you're not denying because you don't know what people were telling me because you're not me and you don't know what they were telling me. I was making these videos that made me look crazy. But I have evidence that shows otherwise that you don't even care about. Okay? I understand that. And I'm not forcing you to look at any of this. It's just a real shame. You know what kind of person I am. You know how much I cared about you. And you know that I was your friend. And frankly, I would have still been your friend if you were still treating me with any type of respect. But you're not. Okay? You are not respecting me at all. Now, what's the difference between that, me trying to rekindle a communication with you to make sure that you're okay? That's what I was doing. And yes, did I have an ulterior motive? Yeah, I wanted to have a relationship with you. But it wasn't like I was hiding that. It wasn't like you didn't know that. Okay? You knew I wanted to be in a relationship with you before I was even pursuing a relationship with you. Okay? Or at least I think you knew that. I mean, we were friends for a year prior to the 2 years that I was pursuing a relationship with you. And I kept messing it up, okay? But the fact of the matter is, I don't think that was exactly top secret information that you didn't know about. You were perfectly fine with me wanting to be in a relationship with you as far as I knew. You never told me to stop pursuing a relationship with you until the end. And if you remember, the reason, after 2 years of me pursuing a relationship with you, the reason you told me to stop pursuing a relationship with you was for my benefit, because you thought it was hurting me. That was the kind of person you used to be. That's not the kind of person you are now. And I understand that. I understand that. Now, what they're doing, they're constantly harassing me like they were, constantly posing like they were in the past, as your boyfriend, as your fiance, as your, as your dad, as associates of your fathers, the so-called associates of your fathers, that I know is a fabrication, etc., to try and agitate me. Okay? It doesn't agitate me anymore because I know it's baloney. The problem is they came out of the shadows and into the public as, the ROTC program. So now I know who's behind it. It doesn't agitate me like that anymore. So now that doesn't agitate me. They're harassing me. They're threatening me. Luckily, they finally, because I blocked all the numbers, they were threatening me over the phone. They've threatened and harassed other people around me. Okay, that stopped eventually. Now they're going after other people to keep me from moving on with my life. Okay? To keep me from doing that. They're harassing elderly people, terrorizing elderly people to keep me from being able to move on with my life. Okay? That's what they're doing. Okay? That's not okay. That's not okay. And I know you know that's not okay. That's a lot different than me being concerned about your well-being. And I know you know I was concerned about your well-being. What they did to you was dishonest. They purposely worked you up. They purposely agitated you. That was not you on ROT. That was not you on the Daywave radio show. They purposely lied to you. They told you that I said you were after my money. What money? What money? I have no goddamned money. You have more money than I do. That's true. And I've clarified the fact that when I did offer you money, I offered you like $150 years back, you turned me down. And the reason that you turned me down, if you remember, was because I was poor. That's what you told me. This is not a secret that I'm poor. Okay? I offered you money because you weren't doing well at the time. You're of course doing much better than I am right now. And that's not the point. The point is I never said you were after my money. They did. I never said that you were after me for a green card. They did. Now the current girl, Galina, they're claiming she's after me for a green card. She's after me for money. She's after me for this. She's after me for that. She's not after me for anything. And neither were you. The reason they're saying this is because in their own minds, the only way a girl would ever talk to them is if they were paying them to talk to them. Okay? And I'm sorry that I'm getting agitated. It's just the fact of the matter is, you know what kind of person I am. You know me. You might pretend that you don't. You might act like you don't. You know me. You know my character. You know who I am. You're the one that told me we were good friends. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And I think that's actually why you didn't give them what you didn't give them. It's because that was, if you remember, that was actually what caused you to say, no, I consider us to be good friends. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I know you do. You're the one that told me we were good friends. I didn't tell you that. You told me that. You need to start thinking like the decent person you are, or at least were. Please, please stop this. Please understand what's going on here. I've moved on. I don't want to be involved in your life at all anymore. I will not communicate with you anymore if you don't want me to. And you don't. And frankly, even if you do want me to communicate with you, I don't want to communicate with you ever again. Ever again, I don't want to communicate with you after the way you've treated me. And I'm sorry. Even if you apologize to me, even if you take back everything you did to me, no, I don't ever want to talk to you again. And I don't mean to speak this way to you, but this has been really taken to a level that is insane. People threatening to murder me, people threatening to rape me, people threatening to kill me, people telling me they're coming to get me, people threatening to set my apartment building on fire. Okay? This is ridiculous. They say, oh, take down the videos. I did take down the videos. I took down 80 plus videos that I made you over the years. 80 plus videos that I made you because I care about you. Think about that. Why did I make this channel? Because of you. To reach out to you. Because I care about you. So that we could build a rapport between me and you. So that you wouldn't be surprised when I came down to see you. When you were expecting me to come down to see you. And you know you were coming. You know that you were expecting me to come down to see you. We have conversation. I have proof of conversation between me and you. That you were expecting me to come down and see you. You know that. Right? You know that. Remember the conversation we had about the Mapuche? And you were explaining to me, never speak about the Mapuche because they're a Chilean tribe. And you didn't want me to get murdered for speaking positively about the Mapuche. When I asked you what type of indigenous you were, what type of indigenous tribe, bloodline you had in you. And we were talking about your Incan heritage. Okay? That was when you were expecting me to come down. Okay? I admitted that I've taken certain things out of context. Okay? I took the thing out of context about the whole chocolate situation. Okay? I admitted that was taken out of context. They're lying to you. I'm not. They are. They're liars. They're the ones doing these horrible things. They're the ones trying to interfere with my relationship so I can move on with my life. So that you don't have to worry about me making crazy videos like this. Which you won't anyway. I took all of the goddamn videos down. They're moving the goalpost every time. They want me off the internet. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. They think that they're going to tell me what to do. They're not going to tell me what to do. You know why? Look at what they do that at Drasdia, or whatever the hell her name is. Okay? They made her spend Thanksgiving alone. Now she's clearly mentally deranged. This poor woman is clearly mentally deranged. Look at what they do to her. Look at what they do to her. Do you think that's appropriate behavior or from people to do that to somebody with mental health issues that severe? She clearly has severe mental health issues, and they're clearly aggressively treating her so that she behaves in bad ways, telling her if she hits herself, they'll stop bothering her. If she does this, they'll stop bothering her. If she does that, they'll stop bothering her. Look at the one gentleman that I share his videos sometimes because I think he's a really decent person, E.I. Brandon. Look what they do to that guy. Okay? Look at what they do to these people. These are the people that you consider your friends. That's fine. If these are your new friends, I don't want to be involved in your life. You truly are a vile person if these are the people that you want involved in your life. Okay? But the point that I'm trying to make to you is what I was trying to do with you was coming from a place of concern. As I said in the statement that I made when I was congratulating you on your future marriage, I didn't want you to undervalue yourself because you are a very valuable person. I believe that. Or at least I believe that there's a valuable person inside of you that unfortunately, I don't want anything to do with at this point. Okay? I've moved on. And I'm done with you. Please Give me the respect of letting me be done with you. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop participating in it. Tell these people that you're done and that you will not participate anymore. Okay? It's not right that you're treating me like this for being concerned about you for so long. And you know that's where it was coming from. These people were lying to me. They were pretending. You don't, like I said, you might not know that. You might not know that they were pretending to be your boyfriend and your fiance and your dad and your mom and former co-workers of mine and all sorts of shit. They were pretending to be everybody. Okay? And I was right. Basically what they did is they stalked me out. They found out everything they could about me. But the thing is, it doesn't even stop at harassing me. And this is what you need to know. They're not just harassing me. They're harassing everyone around me. People that had nothing to do with anything. They didn't do anything to you or anyone else. These are just people that know me. Some of them don't even know me. Okay, like the young lady that I'm trying to marry. I'm trying to marry this young lady, and they're harassing her and her family. She didn't do anything to you or anyone else. Okay, it's not right. You know it's not right. You used to be a good person. I don't know what the hell happened to you. You used to be a good person. Start being a good person again. And this can start by you stopping this. Just stop it.